Hey folks, how y'all doing? Welcome back, an old man in the land of grills. When you got so many choices, I haven't cooked on the Pellet Pro Vertical in such a long time, and it's such a great cooker, folks. I just still working 7 days a week, not a whole lot of time, but today I got a little bit of time. I want to make some meatballs. I want to make enough of them so that I can freeze some of them so I can use them for meals during the week. There's occasionally when I have a taste for spaghetti and meatballs, it just hits me. And a lot of times making the meatballs is just after work, pain in the butt. But if I had them pre-made and all I had to do was warm them up and make some spaghetti and sauce, oh man, I'll tell you what. And in the land of grills, which one do I want to use? I want to get some good taste. I want to get a lot of smoke on these meatballs. And I'll tell you what, charcoal and the Masterbuilt 560, the Masterbuilt series, Gravity series, oh man, that is going to be the perfect choice today. I'm going to get this out. I'll give you a quick look-see for those of you who haven't seen it yet, and then we'll show you how I make meatloaf meatballs. Yeah, meatloaf that are meatballs. All right, for those of you who have never seen this grill before, the Masterbuilt 560, there's 3 different sizes. This is the smallest one, and this thing is, for the smallest one, it's pretty much, it's a behemoth. And the principle behind this is we're using charcoal. And this big long tube here is where your charcoal goes, and this is your open this up. And I did do a bunch of mods here, so you're wondering why don't I ever see a blue one in the store? Because I painted mine blue, and why can't I find one with a wooden shelf? Well, Tom Horseman YouTube, if you want to see how to do that. I also replaced the gaskets that were on there too, and put a more permanent gasket. The aluminum foil you see up there, that just helps keep the smoke in there a little bit better, and you don't get so much creosote. You get the creosote on the aluminum foil, but not there. And then that's where your charcoal goes. And you can see I'm just using briquettes in there, but you can use lump in there. You can mix wood in there also. Now I like to use B&B. I haven't used Kingsford in this thing since the day I got it. And you really get a good appreciation for high quality charcoal with this grill because it burns just as the charcoal quality is. So Kingsford is a cheaper quality, so it's pretty creosote. But if you go with something, and today we're gonna mix in some of this, I got some of this lump charcoal, premium lump charcoal, Fogo stuff, which is supposed to be top notch, and you're gonna see that this is gonna burn really, really clean with that in there. And then down there, that is where, that's your ash pan, and that's removable. So that comes out. And this is just a very creative type grill. And then this right here is your burn grate. So you put your fire starter in there and you fire that up. You've got 2 blades here. These are your vents. You pull both these out all the way, take them out, and that opens up the vents. And when it comes time to snuff it off, you put those blades back in. Now, it's not like a Weber where you put it in, close the grates, and in half an hour it's pretty much done. This will stay warm for a while. Depending upon how hot you were cooking, it's going to be 10. I've had it sometimes 2-3 hours, and she's still warm. And that's why these guards are right here. These are here protected because this whole box will get hot. Now, how does it work? There's a fan underneath there, and it's controlled by a PID controller. Now it's got Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, all that. They don't work very well, but the Wi-Fi works good enough to upgrade new firmware to make it work even better. So it's real simplistic. On the inside, hang on, let's get you on the inside. So on the inside, you've got cast iron down there for searing, and this thing gets smoking hot, 700 degrees, no problem. And it does it super fast. If you're doing low and slow steak, like you want to reverse sear, and say you've got it set at 225, and then you just want to bump it up real quick and do a sear, you're at 700 degrees within 5 minutes, folks. It's super fast. Now you've got 3 shelves, bottom shelves, and then you've got 2 top shelves. I did buy an extra set of those so I can have all 3 shelves going at once. Got a vent in the back. I did do a mod there too to keep the smoke in and keep the wind and the rain and the snow out. There is a grease catch that you can align with aluminum foil. That's right there, and you can see that. So I'm gonna clean that for a while. I gotta clean that, and that's about it. But this thing is, I call it revolutionary. I still call it revolutionary because there truly isn't a grill that'll do low and slow and 5 minutes later be hot and fast. It really is phenomenal, and you're cooking with charcoal. So I know that's a long description there, but I tell you what, let's get this fired up and go make those meatballs. All right, got fire starters going in there, and that's really all you got to do. And once they're going for just a couple minutes, see I got smoke coming out of the top already. What I'll do is I will close down this latch right there, lock it into place. I'm gonna put my aluminum foil back into place. I mean, this isn't necessary, but it helps to keep that cover from getting all full of creosote. And then I cover this up. I've already got it plugged in. The blades are out, so the vents are open. And we're gonna turn it on. And I want to go to temp. It's saying it's 47 degrees out here. It is. And it's set at 225. And you hear the fan kicking on. And then I'll just go like that. And it'll show my temp as it comes up, as it gets the fire going. And that's really all there is to it. All right, she's going now. And she gets up to about 225. Actually, you know what? We're going to turn down a little bit. I'm probably going to take it to... No, we're going to leave it at 225. It smokes really well at 225. So we're going to leave it at 225. And then get those meatballs on there and give you a look-see. All right, those of you who watched me make my meatloaf before, you're saying, Tom, what's the difference between your meatloaf and meatballs? Nothing. It's just meatloaf that I make into meatballs. So this is how I make it pretty consistently. There's a few things that change up every so often, but I'm going with 2 pounds. And because they're meatballs, I don't want them shrinking up a whole lot. So I went with 90-10. I've got some mild Italian sausage, one pound of that. I do not go with hot because it'll overpower that. I've got some diced celery and onion. I'm cheating. I'm not even doing any of my own chopping here. 2 eggs. I got 1 pack of Ritz crackers. I like to use the garlic butter. I like this My Ploy. Have you ever tried this My Ploy sweet chili sauce? Oh man, this is so good. And then spice it up just a little bit. Yeah, some tiger sauce made from real tigers. And then I love supporting veteran-owned business, Burn Pit Barbecue. This is their sweet heat. www.burnpitbarbecue.com. I'll leave the link down below. And then, yeah, I put a little cheese. Why not? Hey, a little bit of cheese in there. A lot of this will melt away, but it leaves behind a good taste and moisture, because cheese has got a lot of moisture in it. So it'll help keep your meatballs. You got to keep them balls nice and moist, right? So this is mozzarella provolone and provolone. You can use whatever you like. I'll get this combined, give you a look-see, and then we'll make some balls. All right, sequence of mixing, in my opinion, is pretty important. I take the meat and all the liquid, meaning the 2 eggs and the My Ploy and the tiger sauce and the seasoning. I know that's not the liquid, but it's fine. And I mix them all together. And then, and remember, you wash your hands real good first, soap and water. And then what I do is I take about half this container here, the diced celery and onion, and that was 8 ounces or 4 ounces we put in there. You can put more in there if you want. And then I've got about half a bag of this mozzarella and provolone, and then I mix that again. And now I wait for the crackers for last. And then I just take crackers in my hand and I just crunch them up like that. I mean, your own food processor right there. And I could have put the whole pack in at first. I usually end up using the whole pack, but 3/4. And now I'm going to mix this together, see if it's consistency I want, and it's going to be different for each and every one of you. And then we'll start making some balls. All right, let's make some balls here. You can see what I'm doing here. I use my hands. There's nothing fancy about this, and you know it's totally up to you what size balls you want to make. You know, I do what feels right in my hands. Like this might be just a tad bit too big, but you know what? There's nothing wrong with a bigger size meatball. In fact, I tell you what, I know someone's gonna be dying and they ask and say, well, how big are your meatballs? Well, let's take a look. See here, we've got one of these little scales here. I actually did a review on this from E-Tech City, and the same people that make the Kasori. And oh, we gotta turn it on, and then get over into. Here, let's just try the one we made. So it's 2.3 pounds. No, that ain't right. Here, let's go. It's grams, 65 grams. It's 65 milliliters. It's 2.3 ounces. There we go. So this is a 2.3 ounce ball. Now, if you want your balls bigger, make them bigger. If you want them smaller, make them smaller. It's up to you. All right, there they are, 30 meatballs. You notice as you start making more, they start getting bigger and bigger. But we've got 30 of them there, and let's get them on the Masterbuilt. All right, just put the meatballs on. They've been on for maybe 15 minutes. 225 is what I got set at. The PID's got to kick that 227. Want verification of that? Look at that. That's another mod I did. The temp probe that comes with this just says, it doesn't give any temperature. It just says hot, warm, smoke. So we swapped it out with one that tells you temp. 225, that's what we got. And we got some nice smoke rolling off there. I put 2 pans down there to collect some of the grease. You can let the grease fall through, although this is just a better way of doing it in my opinion. Helps keep your grill cleaner. You put a little bit, about a ½ inch of warm water in there. You can see that'll help to keep our balls moist. You like moist balls, right? So keep on going here. This shouldn't take more than an hour and a half at 225. So we'll give you a look-see here in maybe about 45 minutes. All right, smokes are rolling. Let's take, it's been 45 minutes, about 45 minutes. Let's take a look. 225, like I said, I'm gonna just keep them at 225. And you can see that concurs. Oh man, look at the color on those meatballs. Oh man, I'll tell you what, that looks absolutely delicious. Give you maybe one more look-see. And then we'll pull them off. 165 internal is probably what you want to do because it's got pork in it. All right, folks, we're about an hour and a half into it. You gotta be really careful with these. We really don't want to overcook them. So on the bottom here, let's take a look. Yeah, 150, getting close. On the top, 154. So we are about 10 more minutes, and I'm going to pull these because I don't want to overcook them. Remember, I'm going to be bagging these, and then they get recooked when you cook them in with the spaghetti sauce. So give you a look-see when they come off. Oh man, I'll tell you what, smoked meatballs. Let's fresh off the grill here. Yeah. Even got a little smoke ring on them. That's delish. Nice and juicy too, folks. We'll bag these up. These are going to be used for pasta dishes throughout the week. So hope you enjoy this. Tom Horseman YouTube. Thumbs up, leave a comment. And as always, appreciate you watching, folks. Thank you.